A few cooler days and nights might have you thinking of fall season. Of course, one of the most notable parts of the season is when the leaves begin to turn. While we can't say for certain exactly how the foliage will look this year, there are signs that our weather team looks for as we head towards fall, and meteorologist Liam Healy joins us with more on this. Liam.
Adam, much like the weather, just like when we get close. Much like the weather, until we get closer, we just don't know what this fall's colors are going to look like. But there are some broad patterns and signals that we're looking for in the months leading up to fall that can influence the season. For example, year-to-date 2024 has been one of, if not the hottest year on record. And despite some bursts of cooler weather, it's a trend that looks to continue according to long-range outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center, which according to Dr. Bill Keaton, a professor of forestry from the University of Vermont, can be a little bit troublesome for fall colors.
A really warm summer extending into the fall, particularly if the nighttime temperatures remain warm, would have a delaying effect on the onset. So given the trend that we're seeing right now this summer, this is a possibility.
Another concern that comes with the delayed season is also the risk of a compressed season as well, leaving a small window for peak color. Other areas of stress for the trees may not even be recent weather, but also what happened last summer and fall.
If the previous year and a half ago, was droughty or, excessively wet, that affects the tree's ability to store up energy basically in the root systems over the winter, which then affects the production of leaves and foliage the following year.
Overall, this year has certainly been hot all around the Northeast, and in Rochester at least, it hasn't been excessively wet, with precipitation near normal so far this summer. 2023, meanwhile, was one of the wettest summers on record here, and conversely, was near average when it came to temperatures. One other factor we need to watch is also the health of the leaves.
Talking about, leaf stains, leaf blights, some of these things. To be completely honest with you, I have not heard reports this summer of any severe leaf pathogen outbreaks. My prediction would be that that's probably not going to be as much of a concern this year as it was last year.
Now, so far this season, we haven't had the worst lead up into the fall, especially when it comes down to seeing good fall foliage. There are things that have worked in our favor, especially for Western New York, with, as mentioned, near normal precipitation. Both excessive rain and drought can often impact the vibrancy of those colors. And right now, the biggest hurdle that we'll need to face is how warm our nights have been. If you don't get enough cool nights this fall to help spark the change, it could definitely make for a tougher season for good color. Back to you.